Ford was really trying to do was warn us about runaway government spending. President Ford told the audience in the press club, quote, "We must never forget what brought this great center of human civilization, New York City, to the brink."
If we go on spending more than we have, providing more benefits and more services than we can pay for, then a day of reckoning will come to Washington and the whole country.
And it still very well may. Let's welcome in now New York Times bestselling author, presidential historian, and Newsmax analyst Craig Shirley. Craig, great to talk to you.
Good to talk to you, John. Thank you.
And you know I have a soft spot in my heart for Gerald Ford, one of my favorite presidents. But you know, you're looking at the situation now. According to the U.S. Postal Service, more than 300,000 New Yorkers left that state between March 1st and October 31st of last year. You got the New York Stock Exchange talking about moving down to Florida. You know, $50 billion going to the state of New York. There's going to be some, I would think, some repercussions for this.
Yeah, there's no doubt. This all stems from the New Deal, when FDR tried to get money in circulation around the state, and he created dozens of New Deal programs, to the TVA, to the Social Security Administration, to the CCC, to the WPA, and just extended in democratic philosophy up to 1975 and up to today, John, as you know, is that the idea is that you can spend whatever you have, and then you go on spending, use your credit card, and then you ask the federal government to bail you out. And then at some point, you're going to have to pay the piper. At some point, you have to take responsibility for how the affairs of your own house. And
again, you know, the problem with these New Deal era programs is that they never really were designed to end. And this is the problem with these programs, and it was just entrenched for so long, and it wasn't really, I don't think, until the Republican Revolution that people really started to wake up to this, in the 90s, of all things.
No, that's exactly right, is that the New Deal programs were not intended to stick around forever, but they did, and they continued to draw so much money. And it just created a mindset in America that you could go to Washington and get bailed out for your problems, bailed out for your mistakes. You know, don't forget, New York City in the 1970s was a horribly run cesspool. It was a very, very bad
like
city.
Today,
it was not safe. Yeah, it was very, and all they wanted was more money to keep throwing at the problem, just as they do today.
Yeah, I don't remember Mayor Giuliani ever asking for a bailout. So just some historical perspective there. Craig Shirley, great to see you as always. We'll see you on your Newsmax TV again, and we'll see you soon here next week.
Thanks, John.
Always a pleasure. And always love talking about history, right? Because it always comes back again, right? If history doesn't repeat, it certainly rhymes. We'll be back coming up with a look ahead at what else is coming up later today here on Newsmax TV, including what's coming up next on American